how do you know when to stop looking? The average person will seriously date somewhere between 7 and 12 people in their lifetime. Some will date more, some less. But at some point, everyone has to make a choice. This person, or keep looking. In 2010, a team of researchers wanted to understand this moment, the moment of choosing. So they gathered two groups of people and gave them a simple task: find a partner. Group A could look at as many profiles as they wanted, search until they were satisfied. Group B was told to stop earlier, pick someone good enough, move on. Then they measured the outcomes. Who found a better match? Who was happier 6 months later? Who had fewer regrets? The results were not what you'd expect. Group A, the ones who searched longer, found partners who looked better on paper, higher compatibility scores, more shared interests, better match percentages. But when researchers asked both groups the same question 6 months later, how happy are you with your choice? Something strange appeared in the data. Group B, the ones who stopped earlier, were happier, significantly happier, not just a little, measurably, consistently, reliably happier with their choice. The group that searched less won. The people who settled were more satisfied. And here's where it gets stranger. Group A, the exhaustive searchers, were also more likely to believe they had made a mistake, more likely to wonder if someone better was still out there. Look at the pattern. The more they searched, the less satisfied they became. The more options they considered, the more they doubted their choice. It's almost like the searching itself was the problem. There's a concept in mathematics called the optimal stopping problem, also known as the secretary problem. It works like this. Imagine you're hiring for one position. Candidates come in one at a time. After each interview, you must decide, hire this person or let them go forever and see who's next. You can't go back. What's the mathematically optimal strategy? Mathematicians solved this decades ago. The answer is, reject the first 37% of candidates automatically. Don't even consider hiring them. Use them only to establish a baseline, to learn what good looks like. Then after that 37% threshold, hire the very next candidate who is better than everyone you've seen before. This is the mathematically optimal strategy. It gives you the best possible odds of finding the single best candidate. And here's the uncomfortable part. Even using this perfect strategy, you only have a 37% chance of success. 63% of the time, you'll miss the best person. Either you rejected them in the learning phase, or you never found anyone better afterward. But there's an even deeper problem. Let's say you do find someone great, someone at the 90th percentile of compatibility. You're happy, but then you wonder, what if there's someone at the 95th percentile? The 99th? Here's what the research shows. After 6 months of being with either partner, you can't tell the difference. Your brain adapts. The 90% and the 99% feel the same. This is called hedonic adaptation. Your happiness returns to baseline regardless of the outcome. So the difference between a 90% match and a 99% match is nothing, but the cost of searching for that extra 9%, years, loneliness, missed opportunities, the constant feeling that someone better might be next. You're spending $100 to get $1 of value. Psychologists have a name for the people who keep searching, the ones who need to find the best, who can't commit until they've seen every option. They call them maximizers. And the people who find something good enough and commit, they're called Satisficers. The research is consistent across dozens of studies. Maximizers are less satisfied with their choices, less committed to their relationships, more likely to experience regret, more likely to be depressed. The people who refuse to settle end up the least happy, not because they chose wrong, but because they never stopped choosing. But here's the thing. This isn't just about dating. The maximizer who can't choose a partner is the same person who can't choose a career, who spends 3 years deciding which city to live in, who scrolls Netflix for 40 minutes without watching anything, who returns purchases because something slightly better might exist. The inability to commit isn't about finding the right thing. It's about the belief that the right thing is still out there. And that belief is the trap. The happiest people in the studies weren't the ones who found the objectively best partner. They were the ones who decided their partner was the best and stopped looking, not because they gave up, not because they lowered their standards, but because they understood something the maximizers never could. The search itself has a cost, and at some point, the cost exceeds the gain.
Something to consider. So